YouTube, what's good, y'all? I'm basically have y'all like set up at my desk right now. Well, actually, right now I'm at Yours Hall, which is one of the libraries at Columbia. It's kind of like a smaller one, but low key it's kind of like a well kept secret, kind of like not a lot of people come here. It's because like it's like in the middle of like the business school kind of like CS building and stuff like that. But I even finished off the vlog last night. Like I didn't like just like I kind of just went to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, cause I was dumb tired by the end of the day yesterday. But yeah, so what's good, y'all? I haven't even started the video properly. What's up, YouTube? Today is Wednesday. It's a big day actually because of course I have classes. I have back-to-back classes for my core curriculum. So I have Lit Hum and I have Pro Sci Seminar, which is basically kind of like Frontiers of Science. What we do there is just kind of like talk about the lecture that we had on Monday, and yeah, pretty much something chill, something like have some readings to do. And yeah, with that said though, before I go to class, so which is at 2, at 1 p.m. I actually have a meeting with my internship, or like the internship that I'm trying to get into. Essentially, how I found out about this internship is through Beacon, and yeah, they basically put me in contact with them. So I have a call at 1, kind of like an interview type of thing. So that's why I have like a little button up. It's like my Andover football one, but it's nothing crazy to be honest. I just wanted to have like a button up, and this is the first one I saw, and I actually really like the shirt. It's just very comfortable. It's a Nike like polo, so it's chill, so yeah, checks over stripes every day. Stop playing with me. But yeah, basically I thought that I would bring you along today. Obviously I'm trying to see if I can like keep up with this daily vlogs, or like semi daily vlogs, frequent vlogs at least, consistent Ben coming back at it again, there's a vibe. But yeah, right now though, I've been working on my film essay that I've been talking about since yesterday. Made a lot of good progress. Watched the film. I'm probably only gonna be able to watch it once because it's like a 2-hour long film, and even then I had to like watch it in like different parts because I didn't have enough time to watch it all at once. So yeah, and I just basically have to write like a 5-page essay due tomorrow. But said though, it's still raining here in New York. It's mad annoying. Hold on, let me show you outside. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's raining, bro. Apparently that's where they filmed Spider-Man in this building out here, bro. And yeah, basically what I'm trying to say by that is that like probably won't be filming out too much depending on how the rain is. If it's a little misty, I will put a camera, but if it's an OD raining like crazy, I won't whip out the cameras because I don't want to mess up the camera. But that said though, it's been funny like just sitting out here for a bit because like how people wear umbrellas, right? I've seen like 5 people who have like flipped their umbrellas upside down because like for some reason there's like a draft of wind that goes like that way, so people who are walking this way, their umbrella just starts flipping unless they have like a strong umbrella. So I don't know, I've been getting entertained just watching that for a bit. And yeah, today in the morning though, since today is Wednesday, this is my day off from cardio in the morning, just so I can like catch up on sleep. So I woke up around 7:30, 8ish, and I finished up basically watching the film for film class. Basically after that, I basically got ready for the day, took a shower and all that good stuff. Didn't really want to record that just because like it's nothing really too interesting. Also like have like at that point of the day I had no energy, so like it would have been a weird way to start the vlog. After that I came over to Yours, got a bacon, ham and cheese, not bacon egg and cheese, I had to switch it up. They didn't have bacon and cheese at the little Blue Java cafe that they have here, and got myself a nice coffee. I'll give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Except that the guy who was working there, bro, basically I asked for the coffee first, and then I was like, oh, can I get a ham, egg, and cheese, because I was trying to see if they had the bacon, egg, and cheese, but I didn't want to assume, so it took me a little while to like see. And bro, he started giving me mad attitude, bro, and I was just like, bro, chill out, bro, like it's 8 a.m, bro, you don't have to give me so much attitude at 8 a.m, for real. But I don't know, that's one thing about like, I don't know, getting food on campus, and also like, just like in New York, to be honest, like people be having mad attitude, bro. So like, I guess this is a warning. Like if you do come here, don't take it to heart, people just be mad. It's New York, it's cold, it's rainy, bro. So yeah, I mean, I try to give them some grace. But yeah, with that said though, that's enough of me jabbing. Right now it is 11:48, and yeah, basically I'm gonna be here until probably 12:30. Then I head over to my room, pick up I actually got like a case for my gimbal, so I gotta go to the mail room, pick up that. And I also got a new battery for the camera, cause you know, like I was saying, the battery on these things like don't last at all. So I got some extra ones, so I have some spares. So yeah, with that said though, I'll bring you along, and yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and yo, stick along, you know, we're gonna have a great time, so let's get it, come on. Alright y'all, I don't know if you can hear me too well, I know it's kind of loud, but I just got off the meeting for the internship that I was applying to. It went well, like the actual meeting went well, it's just that there's certain things that might limit me to actually be part of the internship. It's kind of annoying to get paid for the internship, but yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of like upset about that in a way. I'm gonna have to keep on looking for other opportunities, you know. If not, I mean, you know, it's all God's doing. That's something I have to remind myself, like, yo, even if one thing doesn't work, something else will work, because yo, God got me, you know. So yeah, if you know, if this door doesn't open, hey man, it just gives me more time to work on my videos, you know, work on my own agency. So you know, we'll see how that goes, you know. But right now it is 1:45ish, so I do have to head over to class in a bit. I have class at 2:10, so I got like 30 minutes so far. And then I have like class right after that too. And yeah, basically I haven't gotten the chance to actually do the reading for today for my Lehong class, which is kind of annoying just because I've been super busy catching up with work. So I'm gonna probably just look at the I'm gonna probably just look at the reviews and stuff like that, or not the reviews, the overview of it, and, you know, try to contribute as much as I can. Luckily, it's this book that we're reading is called Crime and Punishment. It's only like one part that we have to like read for today, so I've basically read all the way up to this point, so I know what's going on so far. But I know that I'm probably be a little lost during discussion, which is kind of annoying. I hate feeling that way, you know, but I mean, bro, there's only so much time in a day, so much energy that you have, so that's the only messed up part. I still have to work on my essay. I'm probably finish up reading the article right now that I was reading for the film essay that I'm working on. And yeah, so yeah, I'll bring you along, so stay tuned. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. Let's get it, come on. Alright y'all, so basically we're in the library right now. Zaid right now is basically doing like some weird stuff. And I'm whispering right now because basically we're in the library, but okay, so last time I was talking to y'all, it was basically when I was like after my meeting, right? Well, I went to Leon class for 2 hours, so that was chill. And then, hold on, and then basically I have bros on, yeah. And with that said though, yeah, I mean, nothing really much has happened since then. I've just basically been like in class, chilling, you know. But right now I'm about to log in. I actually finished up my frozen essay because like, yo, that thing is looking tough, I'm not gonna lie. I said though, Suriyal is over here eating mac and cheese, bro. Bro, that thing. Bro, that mac and cheese has been in your fridge for 2 weeks, bro. 2 whole weeks. I mean, later. But, yeah, with that said though, I actually gotta start locking in because, yo, this essay is due tomorrow, bro. And this one's kinda rough. But yeah, with that said, I'll pick it back up once I probably get a snack. See you in a bit. Peace out. YouTube, yo, what's good, y'all? Basically, alright, so last time that I spoke to y'all, I was in the library, right? As you can see, bro, my hair looking crazy right now, I'm not gonna hold you. Basically, I stayed up pretty much the whole night, just working on my essay, and yeah, I just turned it in, you know? Yeah, it took me about, bro, I don't even know, bro, because I was going in and out of sleep, basically. Like, I would work for an hour, I would take a nap, work for another hour, take another nap, so it was like, yo, throughout the whole night I was just basically working. I don't know if you can tell, I look dead right now. But with that said though, I just thought like, yo, instead of just making like a 1-day vlog, might as well just bring it along for today as well. I don't have too much going on today. Basically going to the gym, working, editing, you know. I actually do a lot of editing today. And yeah, just bring you along and show you what I eat, you know, showing what the vibes are, and like, you know. So just because I feel like I didn't get enough content yesterday, honestly, I just feel like, you know, what did I do? What did I even do? Like, I just basically picked it up in the middle of the day, and I feel like the vibes were just kind of off, just because of the fact, like, you know, nothing was really going my way. But it is what it is, so, you know. With that said though, I'm about to go get ready, and yeah, I'll bring you along with me to get some breakfast, because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. And yeah, with that said, let's get it. Come on. Alright, hold on. Now, one thing, right? I have a question. Do y'all like it when I go like bow and then switch it off to that? Do you like it if I just like, bro, it's mad loud, bro? No, but do y'all like it when I do like that, or do y'all just want me to just like, or just like cut, you know, just cut the clip, you know? Let me know, because like I've been thinking about that a lot, because I've been doing a little bit of different things. I just felt like that, you know, like that's like, I don't know, like I like it. I just don't know if it's annoying for y'all though, you know. Like I like doing it, like, yo, especially when I have energy, bro. I'm down, like I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go, you feel me? But I don't know if I should, just because like I don't know if it's like annoying. I don't know if y'all are clicking off. Once I do that shit, you're probably like, man, this is too goofy, bro. But I don't know, let me know. I like doing it. I'm gonna probably keep on doing it. But yeah, with that said though, yeah, I'm gonna go shower right now, and I'll bring it back up once I'm actually ready to go. So let's get it. Boom, yo. Basically, we back. Yes, sir. Showered up. I actually already ate. I had an omelet, egg white omelet with a bagel. And then they had this little like sandwich going on, that they had going on like downstairs, which is pretty good. Era con chorizo, like, no chorizo, chicharrón. They had chicharrón. And like since last night I ate like mad early, like I ate like around 6 p.m. and it was like barely anything. I was like, yo, might as well eat like a little bit extra, you know, just cause like I was actually really hungry, and also like it's been like almost over 12 hours since I ate, you know. So I was like, yo, actually let me like fuel up, right? But with that said though, yo, I just wanna have a real talk right now. Y'all saw in my last, like, you know, in this video that shit kind of isn't going the way that I wanted to go right now, in terms of like thinking about the future, thinking about like, you know, the internships that I want to be able to do. But yo, like I don't know, I wanted to kind of sit down and talk about those type of things, just because like sometimes you need to understand that like, yo, God is doing this for your own good, you know. Now you might not know exactly what the purpose is, but honestly, it's not your job to know what the purpose is. It's your purpose though to actually have a good mentality of it and act upon it, you know? So like I mentioned, okay, I don't have this thing work out in my favor. What other doors open up from that, you know? Honestly, the biggest thing that I think of is really just time. Especially right now, like I'm young, I don't have any responsibilities, like, you know, I don't have to necessarily work for school. Obviously, I want to have spending money and XYZ and, you know, all this other stuff, right? But basically, like, it's not like I'm out here like, oh, I have to like, you know, look after kids, or like, you know, I don't have to pay for rent or anything like that. Like, yo, I'm chilling right now. So it's just good to have the mentality of like looking at things in the better light, rather than just like kind of being down on yourself and all this other stuff. Because like, yes, yesterday I was definitely down on myself a little bit, and then other stuff happened, you know, that like really just impacted my mental. But yo, that's life, bro, you know. And to be honest, like, bro, you kind of just have to like have a positive mindset, you know. And like that sounds so like soft and shit when you think about it, like, you know, it sounds mad soft, like, oh, you like think good and like all this other stuff, like manifest or whatever. But like, no, it really does play a huge role in the way that you actually are able to perform. And even in Spanish, like I feel like it hits a little harder, mente positiva. There's so many like corridos that are called mente positiva, or that reference that mentality, or like, you know, being alegre and like, you know, being happy and stuff like that. Because bro, what good does it serve you being sad all the damn time, bro, or being like bummed out about like, you know, something doesn't go your way, you know, you don't get the promotion that you wanted, you don't get like, you know, the internship that you wanted, the girl that you like doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, yo, there's always gonna be something that's meant for you, like God is putting in your way, that God will put in your way in the long term, you know. That's really how it be, bro. And sometimes even the things that you want, or that you think that you want, might even happen, but they're not even good for you though. That's the thing. Like for example, right? As y'all know, I went to a boarding school. I went to Phillips Andover. Ended up going to Phillips Andover, but when I was applying, I had my mindset with this other school, you know? But like the reason why I wanted to go was because people who I knew had gone to that school before, you know? And I was so like invested in being like staying in my comfort zone and like, you know, not thinking about like, oh, I'm thinking about like, oh, what if something goes wrong? Then I'm gonna be alone at another school, you know? I got to the point where like applied to a bunch of different boarding schools, and I got to the point where I actually got into St. Paul's plus 5 other schools, you know? And mind you, full ride, full everything. Like, you know, I was basically and the ball was in my court now. I just had to like decide where I wanted to go. And what happened was that like, you know, no one from Beacon had gone to Andover before, so they didn't have anyone in my eyes to like, you know, tell me like, oh, dude, you should go here, you know, because it's such a like great school. Like, you know, the name, the connections, the network, like, you know, the resources, like, is unmatched, you know. Like, my thing is that I was so like, you know, invested in going to St. Paul's that I almost like gave up the opportunity to going to Andover, bro. Mind you, I was like 15, 16 at this point when I made the decision. But like, my point is just that sometimes you don't even know what you really, or like sometimes the things that you want to happen will happen, but they're not even good for you. You really just have to trust God. And then for me, how God kind of like came into that, played a role in that situation, was just the way that the people around me were advising me, you know? The people who cared about me were telling me like, hey, you should really rethink this, you know? I feel like I know what's best for me, but honestly, like sometimes you really don't. Sometimes you really have to just like kind of trust the people who are around you, the people who have been through this experiences before, to really just like hear them out, you know. Obviously sometimes you don't have to always like, you know, take everyone's 2 cents, especially if they're like, you know, they're not where you want them, they're not in a position where you want to see yourself in. But the point is that like, for me, it's not really about just hearing like your elders or respecting your elders. It's really about like, you know, just thinking about when God really like, you know, presence known, you know, and actually adhering to it. But yeah, with that said though, yo, keep going hard, bro. I can chambearle, I can halale, bro. We're going crazy with it, bro. And yeah, I just wanted to like hop on here and give you a little motivation, if anything. But with that said, my sister's calling me right now because I call her about, you know, everything. And yeah, I'll pick it back up once like, you know, anything else interesting happens. So let's go. Come on. Yo,
that's what it is, bro. God doesn't really want us to be employees, so this is why God keeps like pushing things so we cannot be employees, you know?
Yo.
Literally. Feel like that. Like, God doesn't want you to be an employee because God knows what you're capable of doing. You just gotta stay focusing in your gifts that He's giving you for. Not be that and create your own stuff, you know?
Yeah. Not for real.
Yeah, papi. Yeah, pero text me if anything, papi. I have to work Nella before my next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions or need an advice, just let me know.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Love you. Please rest.
I will.
Try to.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, y'all, there we go. I mean, shout out my sis, bro, for real. Yeah, I mean, we had a good talk about just like life, you know, kind of talking more about like, you know, the whole situation and other life stuff, you know, going on. But yeah, I mean, yo, like she said, bro, well, I mean, she didn't see when she said this, but basically, yo, when one door closed, bro, another one opens, and you just gotta keep it pushing, bro, you know, because if you don't, you're just gonna get left behind. That's a fact. So with that said though, I mentioned in last or yesterday's vlog how like I started getting like or like I got the Educate program from Imangaji. So I have some extra time right now, so I might as well just start like, you know, watching some of the videos. I'm gonna take notes, you know, and like a lot of people kind of talk shit about courses and stuff, but I feel like it's mostly because people don't actually implement them into their lives, you know. People just don't put action into it, and it's because like, you know, people are busy. But if you're really about it, bro, I feel like you can actually take a lot from them, you know. So with that said, I'm gonna get on that and let's go. Come on. Alright, YouTube. Well, I just got back from the gym. It is currently 9:10. I slept through class because I was so tired from like, you know, not sleeping all night, working on my essay. So I have to catch up on that. But it's my stats lecture, so like, you know, basically just based on the textbook, so I just have to like read it over. Regardless, so I usually try to like, you know, go to all the lectures just because I know that it's better to go, you know. I'm not gonna lie, that stats class like be empty, bro. Every day. It's because like a lot of people don't go just because like I mentioned, it's very much based on the textbook. Like, you don't really need to go, if anything. Like they don't really take attendance or anything. But I needed to rest, honestly. After you all saw that, like basically I was watching that Iman Gaji stuff, and yeah, I just felt like I really needed to rest because like I don't know, there's a lot of stuff like mentally going through, but I had a really good workout while I was at the gym. Pretty short and sweet, had a back and bicep, so that was good. It let me focus on like really going to exhaustion and really like just getting a really good pump in while also trying to live heavy. But that's something that thinking about a lot of what my main purpose and goals are right now at this point in time in my life. Like I'm not trying to spend 3 hours in the gym every single day, just because of the fact that I have other priorities that I have to focus on, such as like making content, school, and starting my business, So thinking about that type of stuff is like very important, especially as I move forward. And that's something that I actually learned from the course that I started watching, and started being a part of. So far, my review of the course is that like it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that like a lot of the stuff that he talks about so far in terms of like doing monk mode and stuff like that, like Iman talks about, I feel like you can like could learn on YouTube, but I think that he does kind of give you like more of a breakdown and kind of more of a side by side and less of a facade type of approach with it. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically he just gives you a more like in-depth type of like review or like kind of a breakdown of what you're actually supposed to be doing. And a lot of the things I'm already doing, like things such as like not drinking alcohol, not smoking weed, like not really focusing on women. Basically, what else? What was the other stuff? Like meditating. I mostly use pray, so that's like my form of meditation, or like going in the sauna and like just like really being mindful of my being. That's like my form of meditation. But I added a couple things into like my list of things that I want to be able to do, because like part of being in the program is you actually have to like monk mode yourself, So I started like I want to cut out fried food because like I'm really trying to get healthier. And I feel like at Colombia there's a lot of fried food, and really trying to stay away from that, especially late at night. And I'll call my parents, my mom, my dad, and yeah, just because I feel like one of the things that I wrote down in my list of like what I want to be able to accomplish in 5 years in terms of like what do I see myself doing, on top of like things such as like monetary stuff, on top of things such as like having a very like well running business and the materialistic things that come with it. I talked about like having a good relationship with my parents, like family and everything, my sister, just because of the fact that like that's huge, to me that's like one of the biggest things, and one of the things that like kind of just drive me to do the things I want to do. I mean, one of the things that I mentioned as to like where I see myself being in 5 years is having my parents retired, or semi-retired, in terms of like I don't want them to be working for someone else if they are still working, because like I mean, at least my dad, he loves to work. My mom loves to work as well, but like they it's kind of hard to like see them not working. But I want to either be working like in a flexible schedule that they like can like not worry about like like if they don't go to like work a certain amount of hours a week, then like they can't pay for the light bills and stuff like that, or like the bills in general. It's either that or they're working for their own business. Like I mentioned, we're opening up a salon, so like that's something that is definitely gonna need to take a lot of bandwidth out of the family. A lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. So that's something that we really have to focus in and like lock in. But I want them to have that in 5 years where like they're not working for other people. They don't have managers, or they don't have people like that they have to like really respond to. Cause like that's fire. And if they don't even need to worry about the finance, and it's just out of passion that they're working, that is my ultimate goal. That's where I want to be at in 5 years, is because I mean I feel like that's everyone's dream. Obviously, like having a house, buying your parents a home, and yeah. But with that said though, right now I'm about to lock in. This is the end of the vlog, just because of the fact that like I don't have anything else planned for the rest of the night. It is currently 9:15. I'm trying to go sleep by around 12 because I have to do a little bit of homework. I did my laundry, so which is very good. Remember that. And yeah, basically just gotta lock in, edit, do some homework for tomorrow. It's not necessarily due. Well, it is due tomorrow, but more like later at night, so I have a bit of time to like focus on it. And yeah, basically it's going well though, you know. So I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Honestly, like I really do appreciate you if you watch all the way to the video. Thank you for rocking out with me, you know. I like I mentioned in the past vlogs, I want to really make this a more connective, or like not connective, like I want to make this a more in-depth kind of vlog series, you know. I want my YouTube channel to become that, just because, you know, obviously I can like do this crazy edits and like, you know, create a facade as to how my life is, but I'm really trying to show you what I go through on a day-to-day basis, you know, the good things and the bad things, just because like I'm not trying to like sell a false dream as to what it's like to be at a place like Colombia. You know, showing the sleepless nights that you might get, you know, just because of mishaps that might happen, or like, you know, just the amount of work that you have, and if you're striving to achieve more beyond like, you know, academics, like I am, then, you know, I'm gonna show you what it takes and what type of scheduling and, you know, what type of mindset you have to have, you know. But with that said though, yo, we're going crazy though, we're going hard, bro. We are applying pressure at all times, but that's a fact. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get it. Bye.